Hi, welcome to the latest edition of Grow Your Business in South Florida. My name is Kenneth Wright, and I'm on the board of directors of the South Dade Chamber of Commerce. And of course, I am the health insurance savant. And today I'd like to welcome two of the staff from the Fruit and Spice Park. I have Andrew Willick and Jay Arce. Arce, okay. And they're here today to talk to us about the Fruit and Spice Park and about a festival that's coming up very, very soon. So let's just cut to the chase. Festival. Talk to me about the festival. When is it and what's going on?
Well, it's going to be this Sunday, and it's a really awesome festival where you get to experience.
This Sunday, which is what? What's the date?
June 25th.
June 25th. Okay.
June 25th at 10 a.m. through 5 p.m.
Okay.
And it's going to be a really, really cool experience for not only just people who appreciate fruits, but for families as well. We'll have activities out there like a petting zoo, some games, and we'll also have plants for sale, fruits for sale, local craft vendors, food vendors, things like that.
Can I feed some fruits to the animals in the petting zoo?
So yeah, there is going to be a petting zoo, and they're going to have like lettuce and things like that for sale for them. I don't think he really wants fruits fed to them, but I think he wants more of green stuff fed to the animals.
So nothing that you grow?
Nothing that we grow, no.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Because it'd be nice if they could get some fruit eaten.
They might eat
get some fruit eaten. Maybe they need some fruit flies and stuff there too.
Yeah, they might eat some stuff out there.
All right, save the fruit for us.
Yeah, the fruit's more for the people. Yeah,
for the people. So the event starts at 10, you said, and goes so forth. So if I want to come, where is the Fruit and Spice Park?
So we're in the Redlands, which is the farming community and homestead. We're not too far from the famous Nosberry Farms. We're on 248th Street and 187 Avenue, which would be on the west side of Chrome. And it kind of looks a little out there, but it's in a perfect place for this festival.
No, I mean, again, I met someone yesterday. It was interesting. I met someone yesterday at a dog park, and she grew up in Miami, and she didn't even know there was a Redlands. She was like, I said, my kids ride horses in the Redlands. She goes, what's the Redland? So for people that really don't know, that are watching this, the Redland is like, 25, 30-minute drive south of Miami, and you got to go down there if you've never been there. And if you do make the trip, you got to try and get down there this weekend for the Fruit and Spice Parks Festival. So, all right, we'll talk more about the festival in a minute. What is a Fruit and Spice Park? And what's interesting for me is I'd been there before, and now I see when Andrew showed up, he has a Miami-Dade County, Miami-Dade County shirt, and they actually drove a truck up here from Miami-Dade County. So it's part of the park system?
Absolutely, yes. So Fruit and Spice Park is one of Miami-Dade County's heritage parks.
Ooh.
So it's been established since 1944, right? And it is very unique because it's an ethnobotanical park. So its focus, the whole collection of the park is focused on plants that have a connection to humans. So we use them, religiously, culturally, making instruments, and of course, eating them. So that's what makes this park really unique. And we are an accredited botanical garden through APGA and BGCI. And we have a very large mango collection with over 200 varieties.
It's 194 now.
Almost 200 varieties of mangoes that are blooming right now, are fruiting right now.
And about 225 trees in total.
There's 195 different types of mangoes that you're growing out there right now. That blows me away. I had no idea there was even more than one type of mango. It's just like the ones that I see in the grocery store.
There's a lot to try. And that's one of the unique things about this park is you can interact a lot with the collection. So if you visit the park, you're able to taste the fruit that has ripened and fallen off the trees, and you get, taste buds. You're not just your taste buds, but you can also smell parts of the collection, see, touch, feel.
The one thing that really got me, and I think this is something people probably don't know about, because I've been there a couple of times, this whole ethnobotanical piece of it. Can you talk to me, are you guys familiar with some of that stuff? I mean, the cultural connections, the religious connections, all that stuff. Because I'd love to hear some of that and hear how that all plays out.
Yeah, you got an example?
Well, there's a few examples out there. For one, we have the rubber tree that they use the sap to make rubber. And then there's also bamboo that's used for tools, cooking, eating, things like that. And then we have citronella grass that's used to make off mosquito spray. So all the things in the park, they have a story. They help mankind adapt and get to where we are today. So there's a whole tour about it, and they'll mention thing after thing and after thing about it. There's hundreds of things out there about it.
Okay, yeah, because I think that is really an interesting piece of it, which is it's just not food, but it serves a lot of other purposes as well, in different types of, whether you said like cultural or religious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So another example, we have baobab trees, which are these giant trees in Africa that are so huge that they've actually made buildings out of them. So they're examples of bars and prisons. They're so big and hollow, they've hollowed them out and made all these structures out of it. So
the
living
tree,
in a tree,
the tree itself,
the tree itself.
and you have some of those trees.
We
out
have
there.
some of them a little bit smaller than found in the wild, but examples of them are here in the Redlands.
Now, would they grow as big as that? I mean, is there different types of species of those, of the big ones and the small ones, or whatever?
Eventually, yeah. Well, we won't be here
Take
to
a long
see it.
time.
We won't be the ones who have to clean it up.
Oh, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. So I get out there, and I come onto the grounds. There is a park ranger.
So we have naturalists,
Okay,
at
naturalists.
the park that give tours twice a day, part of admission. We have a free tour where you go on a tram and you get an educational tour of the park. So you learn all about the tropical regions of the world that the collections are based off of. So you're basically a travel around the world looking at all these tropical plants that have a story, a connection to people.
And how long is the tram tour?
It's about 45 minutes, taking you around the whole park, all
that's-
37 acres of it.
Wow. And how much does that cost?
So that's free with the cost of admission.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've been
Yeah.
to Shark Valley, and you have to pay extra for the tram
Yeah.
out there. So it's free. So what is the admission cost?
So admission for adults is $10. Children 6 to 11 are $8.
$3. Oh, I would talk for a
For
normal
normal
day
admission,
is
yeah.
$3.
That's $3.
And then under 6 is free.
It's free.
So now a normal day, meaning like if I showed up today, but obviously now, does that mean it's going to be different this weekend?
On Sunday, it will be. It is going to be $15 for anybody over the age of 11. Between 6 and 11 will be $8, and under 6 is free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So it's very, very affordable.
Very, yeah.
Yeah. So besides mangoes, when you say fruit, I mean, I think people, again, I've lived in Miami just long enough to know the weird kinds of fruits when I go to like Robert is here, right? That's right. Would see like dragon fruit and things like that. But when it comes to spices, I don't really think about spices being grown. So let's talk about the spices that are there.
We have a few different spices. Andrew can back me up on some of that I might be forgetting, but I know we have, example, cinnamon, bay leaves.
Now,
used for
cinnamon, how
cooking.
does cinnamon grows in
It's a tree.
it is a tree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They use the inner layer of the bark for it, and then they use the leaves for fragrance.
Oh, the inner layer of the
Mhm.
bark is where that little, when you see the cinnamon thing like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
'Cause it looks
That's
like
the
bark.
carving of
Yeah.
it.
It looks like bark.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple varieties of cinnamon. The one we have in the park is the Ceylon cinnamon. And that one is one that they grow to about like 10 years old, and then they cut it down, I believe, and then they process the inside there with bark.
But you don't cut yours.
We don't know. Ours is just there for the collection.
And do you cut it open to get some of the stuff
no,
out? No.
if you no, we don't use it for like the eating purposes, but we use the leaves for fragrance. If you ever get like a cinnamon scented candle, it comes from the leaves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they don't have to cut the whole tree down for the scented part.
Wow. I don't think that, I mean, again, another thing I don't know a lot about spices.
Well, you gotta come and learn.
You're learning.
I have to be honest.
Come
Like,
take the
this is
tour.
not my this
Yeah,
is not
you
my
gotta come
area of
take the tour, man.
I know a lot about a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
fruit and spices definitely is like way down on the list. Okay, so cinnamon. What other types of spices are there?
Yeah, we were talking about the bay leaf.
Yeah.
And all the relatives. So there's also the bay rum, the lemon bay rum. Lots of those have fragrance.
It's so interesting. I was cooking the other day, and one of my kids, there was a bay leaf and something I cooked. And one of my kids was like, "What's this leaf doing in here?" I said, "Well, you're supposed to put it in here." Honestly, I don't know the difference. Right? I think most people would say that they put it in and they don't even know, right? Like
until you bite into it.
What the
by
heck?
accident, until you bite into it by accident.
Yeah, what the flavor is and why you put the bay leaf. So you have bay leaf, you have cinnamon.
There's also curry. We have the curry tree. We have two different varieties, I believe, the Indian curry and the Chinese curry. And they're a little bit different with the leaf shape, but they both have the same similar smell to them.
Wow, so they're actually called curry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. So an Indian curry, a Chinese curry. Now, I'm excited about all these things, but I can't come there and get some special Chinese curry leaves that are from the park, right?
We sometimes hand them out for the tours, and if you get it on the tour, you can take it with you. We don't want people going to the tree and pulling off as much as they like and everything like that.
Yeah, of course.
It would leave the tree bare.
No, but what I was saying is that even though you have all these fruits and vegetables, and not vegetables, I'm sorry.
We do have
Fruits.
vegetables.
Oh, you have vegetables too?
Yeah.
We're a little bit of
What up?
everything.
It's not called
we
fruit,
have water
vegetable, and
lilies.
spice. That's very discriminatory. Who decided not to put vegetable in the name?
We have an herb garden that we grow some of our tomatoes, our peppers, our cucumbers.
You guys are blowing
leafy
me.
greens. We have
leafy greens.
You guys are
lettuce.
blowing me away now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, fruit, vegetable, and
and
spice. Wow, they left that. What's up with them? Veggies are like really popular. I would put that name in the park.
Guess
When
it
the-
doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't roll
Well,
off the tongue, and plus the herb garden wasn't there when they opened up and everything, so maybe it was just a later addition.
Yeah. Fruit, vegetables, and spice. So you do have some vegetables there. Okay, so back to the fruits and spices. So besides mangoes,
Oh, we have over 500 different trees, right? Of different fruiting trees from all over the world.
what would be a fruit that nobody has ever heard about? You think?
We can think of a few. Rollinia. Rollinia is my favorite annona. Annonas are things like sugar apples, custard apples, sour sops. The difference between that, though, is Rollinia grows true to seed, grows a lot faster, and it ripens at the end of August and tastes like lemon meringue pie. It's the
Wow.
best fruit. Like, I love that one. Rollinia. I hand that one out like candy during August.
Wow, I'm coming during August. That sounds great. So it's like an apple?
No, it looks like have you ever seen a sour sop?
I don't even know. No, I don't know what sour sop is.
I
It
kinda
has
wish
a
we
very
brought one.
unique shape.
It's a unique shape. It looks
think
like
of
the
kind of
shape
like
of
a-
Africa, kind of.
Oh,
But, like,
really?
smaller.
I would hope.
Much
Much
smaller,
little
much smaller in
spikers,
Africa.
little spikes on
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
but like the
really?
spikes are soft; they don't poke or anything. And then there's also we have guavas, like the fern leaf guava that only gets this big, and then the cask guava, which gets about that big, is native to Costa Rica and tastes sour. And we have other varieties like the normal pink lady guava or the strawberry guava. And then we have Jamaican cherries, little red berries that taste like cotton candy. A whole bunch of
Yeah,
really
those are
cool
good.
stuff at the park.
When can I come and taste everything?
And
So-
whenever you're ready,
Yeah,
every
it
couple of weeks it
changes.
changes.
Oh, yeah,
It
that's the
changes
whole
throughout
point,
the
right?
year.
Whatever's
Yes.
right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can buy an annual membership. Come once a week. We'll see you there.
Yeah. So the Rollinia,
Mhm.
right? So when you were talking about
Mhm.
the sour sap kind of,
It's related to the sour sop, yes.
So what other one? Because that to me was intriguing. So something else I maybe have never heard of.
well, I'm sure you heard of jackfruit.
Yeah.
There's a variety called the Borneo red jackfruit that tastes like Skittles. And then there's the honey gold jackfruit that tastes like honey, and the lemon gold jackfruit that tastes like lemonade.
Wow. I'm excited. The whole thing about going and buying, and this is what's really, because I'm just going to use the place where I can go and see a lot of exotic fruit, which would be Robert is here.
Yeah.
See a lot of stuff there, right, that I'm not used to seeing. But the thing is, you really don't know what anything's going to taste like.
Yeah.
right? And I think for a lot of people, they would love to have some, but when you're laying down, you know, $7, $8, $9 for a piece of fruit, you don't want to buy it and not know.
Yeah.
Right. So we have a bunch of fruits here.
Yeah, we have a little taste of Fruit and Spice Park. So mango season is right now, and we brought a few mangoes that we'll have at Summer Fruit Festival, and we thought we'd let if you're interested.
Yeah,
taste some.
I'm ready. Do we have napkins or something? Because definitely we're gonna need napkins.
There might be a little bit.
We should have thought of that.
We're gonna need napkins.
These are some juicy mangoes.
Guys,
Can I
get you some napkins? We're definitely gonna need some with this stuff. So
I'll try to do as clean of a cut as I can for you.
So how much do you like mangoes?
Oh, I love them.
So this variety is a Thai variety, Sia Siam. We have a few Thai varieties at the park, the Sia Siam, the Sia Tong, I believe Non Dak Mai, and they're very long, like they're long mango. You see how like some of this, well, I guess we didn't bring any of the chubbier ones.
Yeah,
they're more skinny of a variety, not really circular.
Is Mike in the control room? Tell him to come on in and taste some mangoes.
Try some mango.
Tell him to come on in and taste some mangoes.
There you go.
All right, let me try. And this is the Thai one.
This is a Thai variety. We brought, well, the other one I think is from Vietnam, yeah.
It tastes like same consistency of mango. It definitely is not the same flavor, yeah.
Yeah, some can be a little bit more tart, some very, very sweet. And if you like sour fruit or tart fruit, we have a couple here as well.
The red mangosteen, which we can do when we're gonna cut
After
up a couple mangoes. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you, Mike, try some of the from the fruit and spice market. Come in and try some mango.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going. Okay. We're live.
Are we gonna cut them up?
They're cutting them up right now.
Find your piece right now.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
This is the part I'm supposed to go. This is wonderful.
This is Sia Siam mango. It is a Thai variety. So it's Thai ones are the more lengthy, not really the circular varieties. And then this one here, I actually met the guy who brought this from America. His name, Mr. Maurice. He brought it. It's Po Prai Kalai, which I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Its nickname is the lemon meringue mango. So.
And do you know these when you look on them on the tree?
Yeah. I've been there for almost 6
years. No, I didn't even know there was
it's a mango.
There's 195 different types of mangoes they have out there.
And there's more than that.
195.
Right. That's amazing.
The USDA has way more than us.
On Sunday.
We have an event on Sunday where you can come and try.
I'll take one too. This is the lemon meringue one. I want to know if it really tastes.
We brought 4 different types.
Yeah?
It does. Wow. So do new mangoes get
Oh yeah.
We're not too informed on that. Louise, our horticulturist, might be when new mangoes are made. People like Richard Campbell or people like that, like they do that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one. The lemon meringue, that's one of my favorites.
Give us something that we aren't expecting.
Aren't expecting.
Okay.
This is the sweetest fruit in the entire world.
What is that?
You're gonna love it. The red mangosteen. It's actually not sweet. It's one of the more sour fruits out there. It's a Garcinia, and Garcinias have a tendency to be a little sour. So the way you eat it is you cut a little circle around it and you pop it out like that. And on the inside are little sections, and each one has a seed on it. So I'll cut one per person so I don't have to touch it.
You can kind of eat it like an orange. Yeah.
Yeah, there's seeds in there, and you spit the seeds out.
Oh.
Sour.
It's different. You asked for different.
Different. That's the Fruit and Spice Park. We're known for our different. There you go.
Oh, look at that. And that is so cool. It just cut off the top like that.
The part that amazes me about the trees that a mango tree can support, the limbs can support such a huge number of mangoes.
Yeah, if you think that's impressive, you should look at a jackfruit tree. Jackfruit holding all those pounds. We've gotten some before that were 70, 80 pounds off that tree. And the branch was nowhere near to snapping or anything. They're
When
strong.
you say there's seeds in here,
Yeah, that's a seed.
No,
these
those
things are
seeds.
giant. This is like more than the fruit.
Yeah, you got a little compromise there.
More seed than fruit.
Yeah, but yeah, it has good flavor to it.
Wow, that's good. Anything else that you want to
Hey,
say?
thank you so
cinnamon
much.
apple.
Wow.
Oh,
Try
you're
one-
welcome,
wait,
Mike.
Try
you're
one more.
Oh, there's
Okay.
gonna come more.
We got
Okay,
another
cut a
mango.
Real piece.
So this one, I got you. This is the Springfield mango. This is a really good variety. It's known for having a lot of meat to it, which it definitely does. As I cut into it, you can notice a lot of it
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out with it.
Ooh, there he goes. That's what he's looking for.
Oh, there it
Is
is.
there
right there.
more?
And Andre said, "Save one for me."
We'll save
We got
plenty.
plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Oh, there are
Oh,
lots
there
of,
we go.
lots
All
of
right.
fruit at the park right now.
Oh yeah. And
So
if you-
sometimes when we look at fruit like this, when it's black on the outside and some of that is some for the novices, oh, it's not any good, it's rotten. But that's not the case.
No. If some of the varieties get like that, depending on like, I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of the word right now. I'm sorry, but they grow like that and it's fine as long as the skin is not like breached.
Ruptured or
Yeah.
So we could go down on Sunday and buy some of the plants.
There will be a couple vendors selling fruit trees, and I'll also have a vendor selling orchids. I have one doing like perfume trees, like the ylang ylang or the bay rums, and then I also have.
what? Elong.
Yeah,
I
Elong-
I know
So
we pronounce it
ylang
lang
ylang.
ylang, but he likes it
Yeah.
long ylang.
Ylang ylang is the inspiration for the fragrance of Chanel No. 5. So
It's
it-
perfumed,
it's
yeah.
a perfume.
Wow.
And if you
Oh.
smell the flowers on the tree, which we have flowers right now, they smell really
Mhm.
good.
So what
Smells
time do you
amazing.
open on Sunday?
It's gonna start at 10 a.m. and it goes all the way to 5 p.m.
And where are we going to be able to park?
So there's gonna be quite a few places to park. If ADA, like for wheelchairs and anything like that, we have our main parking lot set aside, which could be about 40, 50 parking spots for that. And then the church across the street, Redland United Methodist,
Yep.
they are gonna be able to fit quite a few cars there, and that's where they're gonna have parking. They might charge $5 per vehicle, which it goes to a church, so it's for a good cause. And then you can also park along the side of our park as well. We'll have a little bit of room there for cars. We could probably fit about 80 cars.
How much is to get in?
The admission for the day of will be $15 for an adult and $8 for children between 6 and 11.
We could pretend we're like, well, we can't say we're 11.
Well, under 6, it's free.
or
Under 6 is free.
or it's a free festival for our members.
Yeah.
So if you're
Buy
become a
membership.
member,
because we haven't talked about membership.
we haven't talked
So-
about membership.
All right, all right, man.
Hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed.
Hey, thank you very much.
problem.
You're welcome. Yeah, so membership. This included in the membership is admittance to the festival for free. So there's a lot of perks for members. You get free entry throughout the year. You get free entry to the festival and Stargazing, which is another type of event we hold at Fruit and Spice Park.
What's stargazing?
So Stargazing is an event where we open up kind of at night. We'll have
Not kind of
this-
at night. It has to
It
be.
is
It has to be at night, yeah.
It'll
Open
be
at
there
night.
We
the
start
shot- the
kind of
stars
when it's a
look
little
better.
day out, then it
Mhm.
goes to night. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically we have a few campfires. We cook s'mores. We have the Southern Cross Astronomical Society come out. They'll bring their telescopes and they'll help people guests look at the moon and planets and the stars.
Yeah, there will also be a food truck out there. So if you want to have like a little
Mhm.
nighttime picnic out there,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect. We normally have like Kitchen 1333 with Cuban food or the lobster rolls with seafood. So it's
Yeah.
really good food
That's
truck.
it.
Now,
It's a
how
fun
often
night.
does this happen?
This
Once a
happens
season.
usually once a quarter on around a full moon. So we can see, some of the telescopes, they show you the moon. It's bright, you look through the eyepiece and it's just, you see like all the craters and it's a lot brighter than you think looking through a telescope.
Well, it's
So it
interesting
helps
that you do it.
illuminate.
It's interesting that you do it in the full moon because I would think that you would do it like on the new moon.
Yeah.
When it's pitch black.
Yeah.
It gets a little too dark at the park. So we
Yeah,
want to make
probably
Yeah,
sure.
they want to do it for
Yeah.
safety reasons as
Yeah.
well, so that one no one will trip on the plane.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it is
so-
really
So look out.
cool
So
look
you
at
have
the
that.
moon.
You have the. What other types of benefits are there about being a member of the Fruit and Spice Park?
You get discounts, so you get discounts in our park store for tours, and just admittance to
And
the
classes.
park and the
things
classes
like that,
as
'cause
well.
we
Yes.
sometimes host classes like propagation, pruning, pests,
Grafting, air layering.
grafting, air layering, and you get a discount on that class as well.
So how much does a membership cost?
So there's a couple of different options. So they recently changed the price, so we're still getting used to remembering it.
Okay.
The student discount for anyone who's a student is $25, and that gets you from a year from the day you purchase it. The single membership, if you just want a membership for yourself, will be $50. So if you come 5 times, it's already worth it. And then there's the dual, I believe, is $75.
Yeah.
The family is $100. And then our gardens membership, which is a really good one, it gets you and 8 and 7 guests in for free, is only $125
for the
1
year.
year.
So if y'all just kind of everyone says, let's do this.
Yeah. So and if you decide, if you come to our park and you buy admission and go into the park and decide that you want to become a member while you're there, you can take the $10 off.
That's great.
So instead of 50, it'll be 40.
That's great. That's great. I mean, this is now. Does this apply to any other parks? Are there parks that
No,
parks that you have to pay to join that are in part of the county?
I'm not sure.
Well, our park, if you buy a membership to our park, it doesn't get you into any other
Yeah.
parks. It doesn't get you into like the zoo or Fairchild. I do know they have their own memberships as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
those aren't county. Are those county
Yeah,
ordinances?
the zoo
The
is.
zoo is.
Yeah, the zoo is, yeah.
And Deering Estate is
And
another
Deering
one.
Estate and yeah, places like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, this was really great. I mean, thank you so much for giving me and Mike a chance to taste these incredible fruits from the Fruit and Spice Park. We're kind of winding down, so I just wanted to give you an opportunity if there was anything else that you would like. Now, the Fruit and Spice Park is a member of the South Dade Chamber. So is there anything the South Dade Chamber can do for the Fruit and Spice Park to help it or make it, with its membership? What kind of things are you guys looking for, do you think?
Yeah, we are looking for, people to come visit the park. We're looking for sponsors for our festival as well.
So that's a great question to ask. So people can, besides the normal memberships, there's also opportunities for sponsorships by companies.
Yes, yes.
And so is there like larger memberships, like a company membership or a company sponsorship or something like that?
We just started the company sponsorship for the events of the festivals. So
Okay.
looking to get, people or companies to help sponsor some of the events and get exposure out there.
Okay.
That's what we're
All right.
looking
So
for.
if any of you, especially if you're in this market, so if you're a nursery,
Mhm.
right? If you're someone who's connected to fruit and spice or plants, it might be something to think about. Or if you're just a company that wants to support the county, and it's a great resource because one of the reasons that, and again, the Redland is incredible. And I think a lot of people that come to Miami aren't thinking about the ecotourism, which is a big thing right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys do events at the Fruit and Spice Park yet?
You mean rentals?
Weddings or
Yeah,
yes.
we've been doing that for years. We have the Bower House for rentals if you want to do like a birthday party. And then we also have garden ceremonies out in the park. So if you want to do a wedding, like we have a really cool waterfall that people tend to like, or by the baobabs that he mentioned earlier. People really enjoy having their
bail
weddings there.
bonds?
The baobabs, the
Baobabs,
trees that
yeah.
they turn
I
into
pronounced
the.
the yeah. He said baobab. I said
Yeah,
baobab.
no, it's fine. It's fine. As long as I have to worry about bail bonds out
No,
there.
you're
A
good.
place like that, getting in
You
trouble.
dodge that, you might end up in the prison baobab. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. The one they made out of a prison.
Yeah.
So that's great. So that's something else. I don't think that I know I wasn't aware of it, and I don't know many people are. But there's a lot of venues right now in the Redlands that's opening up for those types of things,
Yeah.
for birthdays and for weddings and for
You know,
other types of.
photos, taking pictures for your quince,
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
pregnancy
Pictures, yeah.
photos, maternity photos.
Whatever those
that,
event, whatever they are,
Mm-hmm.
the baby
big
reveal.
events,
Yeah.
Drop whatever kind of fruit you pick out. If it's like a blue, you have any blue fruit?
We have the blue grape.
They got blue
Yeah.
grape or the pink fruit.
Or red mangosteen.
Pink wax
Oh, there you
shampoo.
go.
There you go. So you could do that. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Really, really enjoyed having you here. Really enjoyed tasting the fruit. And I know that I'm excited about the festival coming up this Sunday. And I hope to see everyone else out there. Remember, the Fruit and Spice Parks festival coming up this Sunday, Doors open at 10 o'clock. Lots of parking, lots of food, lots of fun. Bring your kids, and we'll see y'all there.
Come taste some fruit.
Yeah, come taste some.
Thanks for having us, Ken.